tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Play fake. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. To throw is Cousins. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. Joseph's got it, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's got room. 20. 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 41 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and this belongs to the Vikings. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 33 yards. And the Vikings have regained the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They just got to find a way to get it done.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Here we go again. Here we go again. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. 19. He's not going to get me. 50.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. A 1st down throw for Cousins. But it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
60 by 6.
They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They toss this out right to Gainwell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Cousins now. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a carry for Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Got to do better. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll run with Sanders, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This will get the lead up to 7. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's